White Lion is a combination of Vito and I writing the songs together, and that's sort of how it comes out. But there is no chance in hell that that will ever happen, and it's all because of the feedback I get from Vito. And I also am not fighting to put White Lion back together. These days, when I go out and play the songs for White Lion, it's to give it to the fans who just want to hear the songs at night. And I try not, again, to call myself White Lion, but more like my TRAMP, celebrating White Lion. The songs are White Lion, so you come to the club tonight and I will just play the songs and enjoy the songs. But if I go out there with 4 new guys, I don't feel good calling it White Lion. I did it for a short time, and when I look back, I kind of almost regret it. I could have called it something else, because it's not White Lion, and a lot of bands that's doing the same are not that. Thin Lizzy is not Thin Lizzy. You know, you just simply, there's too many other band people in the band that is part of the sound. It doesn't mean that you should not be allowed to hold on to what you are. But I also think you gotta respect the fans in that way. And I have so much respect for Robert Plant of saying, I did it, and the albums are there. Maybe I cannot do what I did then, so let the memories live on, you know? I mean, I talked to somebody, his Whitesnake number 57.
Yeah, it's embarrassing almost.
Why couldn't it just be called David Coverdale's Whitesnake?
It's been David Coverdale's
from the
solo project from day one.
But you know, anybody is free to do what they want, but it took me a little bit of time to understand that, because when I formed Freak of Nature and when I finished Freak of Nature, it was to make that I was finished with White Lion, that I wanted to get away from that. And during my solo albums, I didn't want to do White Lion, but then you start ending up playing the clubs and you play for 25 people and the next show is not very good, and then somebody sits on the train and saying, you know what, if you put a new version of White Lion back together, maybe with John Sykes and Steve Harris or something like that, you could really play the big festivals. And you go, really? And then you fall for it and it just doesn't work. So that's personally how I feel. So when I go out and play White Lion songs or Freak of Nature songs, I will make it very clear that obviously this is not an attempt to be the same band. Just play the songs.
Cool. That's very cool. Okay.